All right, welcome to video number 10. This is creating a custom workspace to use with LaserJockey, or just a custom workspace for whatever you might want to use it for. Every time we go out to do a trade show, whether we're doing LDI or DJ Expo or any of those sorts of shows, we always create a custom page of content that's best going to show whatever lasers we have there at the booth. So we might have a bunch of abstract patterns if we're doing animation lasers. We might have a bunch of logos and text effects. We might have a whole bunch of very simple aerial effects if we're doing basic aerial lasers. And the way that we do that is very straightforward, and it helps a lot if you're going to be using the LaserJockey function. So we're combining those together into one video. Let me show you how this works. So by default in Quickshow Excel, you have all of these pages that come in the normal Quickshow software, and then also the Excel workspace and all the timelines that come in the Excel part of the package on your DVD, where you have probably found this video. So to make use of all that, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to Page, and you're going to click Add a New Page. And then we're going to name this something fun. We're going to name this, well, not really fun at all. The table's green and blue, so we'll name this green blue. There. All right, so now we've got this green-blue page that we can access whenever we want, and then via all the things that we've been showing you how to drag and drop through the workspace, you can populate this with whatever you want. So let's just say that we want to use LaserJockey, and because we've called this thing green-blue, by the way, I am totally making this up as I go along. Because we've named this thing green-blue, we want all of our patterns to be green and blue. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Quick Shape. And let's say we've got a green circle. Cool. We're going to go ahead and drag that bad boy up there. Then let's say we want a blue circle. Cool. All right. We'll go ahead and drag this guy down here because we don't want two circles right next to each other. That would just be weird. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go to a triangle, and let's make it a cyan triangle because that's green and blue put together. We'll make it a whole bunch of dots. And sure, we'll make the beam spin pretty quickly. There you go. So we'll go ahead and grab this, drag this guy up here, blah, 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 blah. And what you're going to find as we're doing this is that we're going to populate this workspace with whatever content we're going to need for this particular show. Then we'll go ahead and let's find some other stuff that's sort of in this green-blue theme. Here's a guitar that's completely random. So I'm going to right-click on it. I am going to copy Q contents. And then I'm going to go to my green-blue page, and I am going to paste my guitar animation. And there is my guitar animation. Okay, we're good to go. And let's see here. How about, oh, this is from one of the other videos. This is cyan. This will work. Hi, Jeffrey. Copy Q contents. I will go to my green-blue page. I'll go ahead and paste this bad boy in here. And basically, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a custom workspace with cues that are going to work for whatever I need them to do. If I'm doing beam shows, I'm going to have a whole page of 60 beam shows. If I'm doing graphics, I'm going to have a whole page of 60 graphics. If I'm doing, let's say I'm doing a really large trade show and I'm renting myself out as a laser billboard operator, right? I can have a whole page full of all the slogans and messages from all of my clients, and then I can use this thing called LaserJockey to run it for me. Now, I will stress, no high-powered laser in the United States is supposed to be left unattended. So this is not the kind of thing where you press go and then just, go away and come back 10 hours later. It's supposed to be attended just in case the laser projector gets bumped, it gets pulled off of focus, there's some sort of emergency, whatever the case may be. Please don't just put on LaserJockey and run away from it. But the point is, you don't have to sit there and push every single button over and over again, right? So what I'm going to do is, let's say this isn't a digital billboard sort of thing. Let's say that I'm in a nightclub, and the DJ is doing a set. Let's say he's doing it. I've got 120 beats a minute right here. How about we say we're going to do it at 113? Okay, great. So if I right-click on this, I can very easily change what my BPM is going to be if I don't want to have to BPM sync it. And this goes all the way up to 600 BPM for all of you drum and bass fans. Kidding. Okay, so let's put it down to something reasonable. Let's go back to like 113, something like that. That's 114. We'll call that close enough. Now I can double it. I can cut it in half. I can cut it in quarters. I can do really whatever. and get to whatever exactly I need it to be. Okay, so 114 BPM, and let's say that a LaserJockey is going to be triggered based upon BPM, and is going to go random in the range, so it's going to bounce around in all the various cues, or you can do linear in the range, where it'll go from one to the other to the other to the other. And then let's say we're going to make it change every, oh gosh, let's say 4 beats. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. And I'll go ahead and trigger it. And so there you have the circle. It's going to be up for 4 beats. It's going to go on to the next one. It'll go on to the next one. It'll go on to Hi Jeffrey. It's going to go on to the circle because there's nothing over here. It'll go back to the beginning. It'll just loop around and around and around like that every 4 beats. Music speeds up a little bit. Tap and speed up with it, 175 beats a minute, or whatever the case may be. And then this way, every 4 beats, you're going and changing your pattern, so you have a dynamic laser show that's going along with whatever kind of music you have going on without you having to sit there and do everything every second. And then let's say I want this to go a little bit faster. I can make it go every beat, boom, 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 which is probably much too fast for anybody, but just, not that you can, but you could. And then I want to slow it down, and I want to go every 8 beats. So this animation is going to stay up there for a little bit while longer. And then in 8 beats, it's going to move on to the next thing, and on to the next thing, and on to the next thing. That's how this works in Virtual LaserJockey. Really simple, really easy to use, and as with all things, you want as the easiest access possible, because you really don't want to go through digging through tabs in the middle of a show unless you absolutely have to. Make yourself a page for each show with everything that you're going to need for that show. Do 1 row of aerials, 1 row of things that are green and blue, 1 row of things that are topical for the holidays and festivities, whatever the case may be. And then you have everything that you need in one place. You save your workspace. That page will exist for forever, and then you can use it to draw content for other shows, because you'll invariably find things that you like more than other things. And then you'll have your own workspace that is customized for what you specifically need, super easy access, and then you can use the Virtual LaserJockey. You can hit the buttons on your keyboard. You can use your touch screen. You can do whatever you need. It'll be there for you. This is video number 10. Hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for number 11.